Well, hello folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you, and let's get right on into it. All right, folks, let's pull up the screen here. Hmbl and Blocks, the two are sort of inseparable in a way. They're not the same business, but anyway, good grief, what just happened? Let's get into Blocks, and we'll talk about Hmbl too. So if you watched my last Hmbl video, I said that I was getting ready to buy Blocks. I was right on the verge of doing that. I had a couple of days of work ahead of me, and I was doing a bunch of videos. And of course, Neo came out with their earnings and a conference call. I covered all that. And I was going to probably buy on either Monday or Tuesday of this week coming up. And I was just checking out today on the price of Blocks, and it had dropped a whole bunch. I mean, a whole bunch. I was like, what the heck's going on here? And then I went to social media, and it's all about there was some sort of a problem with a third-party account. And we'll get into that and talk about Blocks on this. But, you know, Blocks is basically the same people as Hmbl as far as founders. If you remember, Blocks basically became Hmbl, but Blocks, cryptocurrency, and Blocks blockchain are a totally separate business, decentralized, formed out of Wyoming. They're not the same, but they are the same founder, so to speak, with Brian Foote. There's Calvin White. There's a whole bunch of the same people, and these are very credible people, by the way. You know, it's unfortunate that this happened, but you know, these are not people that just decided, hey, you know, let's have a coin. You know, it's far from that. So let's see what's going on with it. All right, so I'm going to show you this on CoinMarketCap. I can't show you on my Hmbl phone because, well, I could on the phone itself, but on my computer I don't have the right chip. It's not a new enough computer to be able to pull up the app. But anyway, this shows what it is. And as you can see, I mean, it dropped down like 75%. It's like, good grief. It was like, what was it? It was 2 cents, I think. Yeah, 2 cents. And now it's down to almost just a little over half a cent. So let's see what happened. So Blocks put out a tweet, and it said, we have been alerted that there has been a breach in third-party custodial service at Revest Finance. We are working to identify the root cause of the issue. Blocks Treasury remains safe and secure. This does not impact day-to-day operations of Blocks whatsoever. And then Revest had a tweet that says, our Ethereum contracts have suffered an exploit. We've taken steps to secure the remaining funds across all chains. Our emergency response team has discovered the root cause and will explore further mitigation and recovery strategies in the morning. Thank you for your patience. So it sounds like there was a hacker, and that's sort of what it appears. Now, like I say, I'm getting some of this information off Discord as well, and they've talked about somebody that might have hacked and then got a hold of a bunch of tokens, I guess at Revest, and then went and sold them all, just automatically, just as quickly as they could, and it plunged the price. So that's what appears to be happening. Now, understand, I'm not a crypto expert. You've watched this channel, you know that. But I am a crypto enthusiast, I guess you'd say. And I guess this is one of the reasons why I'm so careful with the amount of money I put in it, penny stocks or cryptocurrency. I put 10% in penny stocks, 10% in cryptocurrency. And, you know, Blocks is a new one. And I'm still pretty excited about Blocks, and I still intend to buy. But I am going to wait until Blocks sort of tells me more about what they know and Revest sort of explains it. I'd like to get a little more comfortable. But, you know, that doesn't deter my enthusiasm for Blocks, because Blocks is going to get used by Hmbl for their NFTs, and I'm sure many, many other things. Their Search 3.0, for example, which I covered the other day. So I'm not going to get down on Blocks over this until I have a lot more information, and I'm not going to buy till I get a little more comfortable. But like I say, it appears that Blocks didn't do this, and it sounds like Revest is probably really working hard to fix it if they can. Like I said, I don't have all the information. Like I said, Discord has a lot of people on there talking about it. That's all they're talking about. And there are people on Discord that do a good job on there, that do their best to put out information. So I was pleased to see that as well. And that makes me a little more comfortable. Now, this really shouldn't affect Humbl's stock price. You know, it might a little bit. You might see a little dip, but I wouldn't. I mean, really, they are two separate companies, and they're not the same. And they're very clear about that. Let me assure you, on Discord, they don't like it when people say they're the same, because they're not, and they don't like it. So anyway, I don't think this will affect Hmbl very much at all. And we may find out a whole lot more Monday and Tuesday on this. I'm sure we will, because, you know, it's sort of a little bit of a storm right now. But I will be watching blocks, and like I said, if I can get comfortable, I'll be buying blocks at some point, maybe even this week. You know, we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I want to find out what happened, and I want to hear from it officially from blocks and Revest. That would make me more comfortable. All right, folks, and that's just a brief update. I wish I had more information for you. This is just what I've been able to discover so far, and you know, hopefully this doesn't really affect blocks long term. It doesn't sound like they did anything wrong, but like I said, we'll find out more over the next 24 to 48 hours. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button, and lets me know to continue to cover Hmbl and blocks, really. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd certainly appreciate it. And I hope you did like the content. And we'll see you next time on Mr. Frugal Investor.